Quartz. We've got the best range in appliances, electronics, furniture, and so much more with the best quality and the best prices. Get a free gift with purchase on select items. Save 20% on select bases when you purchase the matching mattress. Take advantage of great deals and huge savings. Treat yourself. Keep your cash with Quartz Ready Finance. Unbeatable value, only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply. Offer ends February 28, 2026.
Welcome back to WFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. First, on the local scene, Chief Executive Officer and Technical Director of the CARICOM Private Sector Organization, CPSO, Dr. Patrick Antoine, has called for stronger and more structured public-private partnerships to support economic growth and development across the region. Speaking at Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday Private Sector Engagement Forum, Dr. Antoine emphasized the importance of formal, evidence-based collaboration between governments and the private sector to drive investment, innovation, and sound policy making. He highlighted opportunities for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, including support for emerging industries and improved regional business integration, particularly with Grenada. Dr. Antoine also underscored the need for governments and the private sector to work more closely in shaping economic priorities and advancing the CARICOM single market and economy. The Caribbean Digital Transformation Project, CARD-TP, Civil Registry and Unique Identification Legislative and Policy Review Workshop was held on January 28, 2026 at the National Insurance Services Conference Room. CARD-TP is a World Bank-funded regional initiative being implemented in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, St. Lucia, and Grenada. The project seeks to modernize government services, expand digital access and skills, improve online public service delivery, and strengthen cybersecurity and digital infrastructure across the Eastern Caribbean. The workshop brought together key regional and national stakeholders. It focused on strengthening the legal and regulatory framework necessary to support the modernization of the civil registry and the implementation of a unique identification system in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Speaking at the workshop, Project and IT Officer, CARD-TP SVG Omar Wiley, said the initiative is aimed at ensuring that the country's civil registry and identity systems are strong, secure, trusted, and fit for modern service delivery. Still on the local scene, Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday convened his second high-level engagement with private sector leaders as part of the government's ongoing efforts to strengthen collaboration to drive domestic investment, job creation, and inclusive economic growth. The engagement was held under the theme Partners in Progress, a new social contract for St. Vincent. It forms part of a series of consultations aimed at deepening cooperation between the private sector and the government. Addressing participants, Prime Minister Friday emphasized that sustainable prosperity must be built through partnership and action. The Prime Minister also underscored the importance of mobilizing domestic investment, strengthening skills development, and ensuring that economic growth translates into better paying jobs and improved living standards for Vincentians. On to news in the region. The leader of the We Invest in Nationhood WIN Party, Azruddin Mohammed, has been elected unopposed as leader of the opposition in Guyana. The election took place on Monday after members of the private media were prevented from attending the vote. Mohammed was the sole candidate nominated for the position that had been vacant ever since the September regional and general elections that resulted in the ruling People's Progressive Party Civic being returned to office. Wynne won the second most number of seats in the 65-member parliament. A 16-year-old juvenile has formally been charged following a police operation in Foreshore, Castries, St. Lucia, that led to the recovery of a firearm and ammunition. According to police, the operation was carried out around 11 a.m. on January 22nd by officers attached to the Criminal Investigations Department's Technical Response Team. During the exercise, officers encountered the juvenile in possession of a pouch containing what appeared to be a firearm. Police said when officers attempted to engage him, he fled the scene. In the course of the pursuit, officers fired a single round, which struck the juvenile in the lower body. The teen was then taken for medical treatment and later discharged. He was subsequently taken into police custody. During a search of his person, police recovered a .40 caliber pistol along with one magazine containing 6 rounds of ammunition. On January 24th, the juvenile was formally charged with possession of a firearm and possession of ammunition. On the international scene, China is sending a team to Australia to help in the search for a man who allegedly dosed a baby with boiling coffee in 2024. The 9-month-old child was attacked while his family was at a park in Brisbane, southern suburbs, suffering serious burns to his face and limbs. The suspect fled the country before police identified him as a 33-year-old man and is currently in China, a country with which Australia does not have an extradition arrangement. China's ambassador to Australia on Thursday said a working group will travel to Brisbane to assist with the investigation. Finally, in sports, Serena Williams has refused to rule out returning to professional tennis after recently filing the necessary paperwork. Williams, who won 23 Grand Slam singles titles, retired after the 2022 US Open. In December, the International Tennis Integrity Agency confirmed to BBC Sport that the 44-year-old was back on the list of players registered for the drug testing pool. At the time, the American said she was not coming back, but during an interview on the Today Show on Wednesday, Williams did not rule out stepping back onto the court. This has been WeFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Shanika Stapleton. Join us again at 3 o'clock for WeFM's 3 p.m. news. WeFM's Midday News came to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Smart shippers choose the affordable, speedy, highly efficient, and trusted Standard Shippers for pickup, delivery, and door-to-door services worldwide. For more than 40 years, Standard Shippers, first in services in Vincent and Grenadines, all points in the Caribbean and select destinations worldwide, has been getting your cargo to its destination on time and intact. Our exceptional services range from consolidation, commercial cargo, LCL cargo, vehicles and machinery, to private containers, air freight, and container bookings. Courier service for small packages, shipment of barrels, boxes, crates, furniture, and equipment. In fact, all your personal effects. Prompt pickup service and expert handling and crating of all fragile and hazardous goods. If you're moving back home, you can trust the shippers with the standard of excellence. Standard